It wasn't until I was asked to write an impactful story that I really sat and thought about my life. I sat and thought about what stories I could share with the world, and I thought, and the only stories I could think of were those where I had reached a goal. There were few that had a touching memory or touching story attached to them. None really had an impactful lesson. Now, don't get me wrong, I've had a great life. I had a great family growing up. Lots of memories from my childhood. I graduated from high school with honors, moved to Florida at 18 on my own, thinking I could support myself, learning quickly I needed to be closer to my family, so I moved back to Texas and started college. I graduated from UTSA with my bachelor's and immediately began teaching. As I began teaching, I began to excel in my work and eventually moved on to the academic leadership team. Now, I'm back at school and working on my master's, one class away from being complete. Somewhere in reaching all my goals, I met someone who could look past all my goal setting and decided even with all my crazy deadlines, hectic schedules, and all my aspirations, wanted to marry me and spend his life with me. And so we did get married in June of 2008. He and I are very different people. And with all our differences, there are times, like in all marriages, when a husband and wife don't really see eye to eye. He has, for years, asked me when I was going to start living my life. Confused by this statement, I've argued with him. I am living. I'm setting goals and I'm reaching them. I can prove it. And he said to me time and time again, Leanne, you live to work and you don't work to live. Sitting here and writing this story, I finally understand what he said. He's tried for years to push me to live, to make memories. And while I've given in for a few seconds, I always fall back to my goals. I thought back to a poem I heard called The Dash. The idea behind the dash is that what matters most in life is what you do in the dash between the day you were born and the day you die. So as hard as it is to say, I think my husband might be right, because thinking of my dash now, it would be mostly about work and what I've done to excel at work. I do need to start living. Will I set more goals in life? Probably. But my new goal is to make more memories, to enjoy life, to do and be someone, to experience life with my family and friends. These moments so far have been few and far between. And from this day forward, instead of worrying about what degree or honor is hanging on my wall, I need to be just as concerned with how many family photos are hanging around those degrees. It's easy to get lost when trying to move up and be the best at work. I'm just lucky I have someone to keep me grounded and pull me back out and remind me it's okay to live and to have fun.